Yes guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Le Bray Beach, one of my favourite beaches. If you can't see behind me, yeah, we are at a beach. I'm filming on a rock right now, so I don't get people walking behind me. But yeah, we're going to be going through some social news as there has been some reports for the last 24 hours, which I do want to go through. If you didn't check out the UCL predictions video, make sure you go check it out. I know it's the day of the second day of quarters, but no one said you couldn't watch to see what I predicted for yesterday's games. Yeah, let's get into our first news story as admin is out of way. Actually, before we do get onto the first news story, so I can't talk at the moment, I stutter a lot. And make sure you do subscribe, that does help out the channel a lot. And without further ado, let's get right into it. With these teams and Marc Cucurella getting assurances that Premier League proven players, experienced players, will be bought in the upcoming summer transfer window. And yes, I'm going to walk around for a bit because I'm going to be honest, that rock what I'm sitting on does kind of hurt. But I will say, it's great to see that we are having player assurances, and the whole point of getting proven players in what's used to the Premier League is to ensure that we have experienced players in who can help through these rough patches, who can improve the squad, who can get us closer to competing where we want to be, up at the top of the Premier League, up at the top of the Champions League, season in, season out. There has been links to Mario, there has been links to Van Heck, Robin Moose has been a brief link. There are links to players, and it's great to see this club going, oh yeah, this is what we need to improve. It might be without pressure, it might not be, but it's great to see the club is taking some initiative to burst the AIDS rule. What apparently exists, what apparently doesn't, we don't know if it actually exists or not. But if it did exist, well done to the club, well done to the sporting directors for taking some initiative, taking some owning up and going, you know, this isn't working, we need to change this. It's amazing to see. I do back the project. I've always been a project backer. I've always said to people like Alfie, like other Chelsea fans, I back this project. I've said it out for years. I've said it out for ages. I've said it out once I actually fully come into fruition. I believe this can work. Right? It's obviously way different to what Roman did. We're signing older players and kind of building on winning experience and all that. So it isn't the same, but that also would have made us get worse due to the fact that older players don't have as much leg compared to younger players. And the squad we have right now, if we do the right business, if we remove the right players and bring in the right players, we have a proper squad. I do agree that we have holes. I do agree that the centre-back situation, and I can barely stand up, that the centre-back situation isn't great. I do agree, and I do sympathise with the fact that the sporting directors has made some wrong signings, but the intention of what they're trying to do is there. Let's move on to the next news story. Joshua Champong is viewed as not for sale, but there has been nothing mentioning a loan. My prediction is this. I think he gets loaned out in the summer. I don't think he's sold. The club use him in their long-term plans. Look, I don't rate Joshua Champong as highly as others, but I'm certainly not saying he's a terrible prospect. He's probably one of the brighter prospects I've actually seen from Cobham in recent years, or has actually had some time in the first team, or has had some first team minutes in the Premier League, in the Champions League, in the Conference League, in the FA Cup, in the Carabao Cup. Joshua Champong can 100% make it at Chelsea. But the thing is, when he pick and get the right loan move, he better not send him to Dortmund, because Dortmund will tap him up. However, Crystal Palace has been linked, and some other great clubs, where I do feel like he can develop into a really, really top player. Remember, the final news story is the Premier League getting 5 Champions League spots for the upcoming season. We have to finish top 5 to get Champions League. We can't be relying on 6th Europa League. We have to get top 6. As I think I'm growing more freckles on my face. But yeah, I do believe we get top 5. Your Man City preview will be out this weekend. Make sure you're here. Make sure you are subscribed. And I hope you guys enjoy. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And peace.